Are there any major misconceptions or common things that people just don't grasp about this that you find throughout these conversations?
Zero trust.
Today, we know IT teams like yours find themselves holding things together while the rest of the world races ahead. So we're tackling the big questions and sweating the small stuff on the path from bottleneck to breakthrough, and sometimes back again. In every episode, we dig into the stuff that makes life difficult for IT people like you every day. And maybe, just maybe, we can help. Welcome to The Open Ticket.
Okay, next scenario. The CEO, Harry Bananas, sent us an email saying that we get a pizza party for all our hard work. Click or fish?
You know we gotta get that pizza party, baby. Click.
No, sorry, gang. That was clearly a phishing email. So our system is now locked down from ransomware.
We still get the pizza lunch though, right? As I didn't bring my own lunch today.
On today's episode, we're talking about a very serious cybersecurity concept. The idea is simple. Trust nothing, verify everything. Once dismissed as a marketing buzzword, IT teams are now taking zero trust seriously and finding that implementing it is, in fact, a tough and, multifaceted challenge. So what exactly is getting in the way?
Zero trust has become this buzzword in the industry, but it's not a buzzword. Simply put, zero trust is a framework. It is literally a goal that you should be striving for. It's not a product. It's not a solution.
It's not, somebody's going to pick up the phone, call their Softchoice AE and say, hey, give me 3 zero trusts. Let's go.
And it's very easy to follow once you start understanding that. It's something to follow and model your architecture and infrastructure after. Your products that you're naming are quote unquote tools that can be used within zero trust architecture, but that's not zero trust. That doesn't mean you have zero trust.
Let's take it from a physical security aspect. You can protect all of the systems you want in your environment, but if you've got a person who just opens the door and lets somebody carte blanche walk through the front door that they don't know, guess what? That person probably can go in and grab physical data off of someone's desk and walk out the front door.
Is there such thing as an organization that's too small to worry about this?
No.
This isn't a large company issue. This is an all company issue. In the olden days, a handshake or somebody handing you something, you felt pretty comfortable. Well, we don't live in that world anymore, unfortunately.
No, most companies who think they're too small to worry about are the easiest targets, because how are you going to recover from it? If I hit you, it doesn't matter if that target's worth $30,000 to $40,000 to me. It may impact you to the point where you're out of business.
Okay. Remember what we talked about? HR sent you a link to go to a website you've never heard of and enter your social insurance information. Think hard. Click or fish.
I think I got this one. HR already has my private confidential information, and I should never go to an unfamiliar website.
Right. So that means...
But also I feel like it'd be rude if I didn't, because they just need help, so click.
No, that's incorrect. Our business has collapsed. Everyone here loses their job.
Oh my God, no. For real?
No, this is a scenario.
Zero trust means layering controls across identity, devices, networks, applications, and data, which honestly sounds exhausting. But if you're protecting valuable data, which you are, you can't afford not to take it seriously. So where do you start?
Yeah, it's difficult because cybersecurity can be viewed strictly as a cost center, right? Take it in bite-sized chunks, have the consolidation conversation, have the zero trust conversation. Again, not in give me 3 zero trusts, but hey, what are the mile markers that you need to meet on your way there? And let's start with those. Let's start with the first one. Let's start with multi-factor authentication. Let's start with, identity access management.
Start with evaluating the identity and access that you currently have given your employees and start tightening down locks on doors. Protect the crown jewels, which is the data that every hacker and cyber threat actor is out there looking for. From there, I can then talk about everything else that you have in your environment. If you don't have your identity and access tuned down and managed properly, then it's game over even before we talk about any other solution.
So then we want to employ another way of verifying that the person that we are going to trust is who they say they are. So then maybe we, add in a concept of multi-factor authentication.
Super important. It's like the easiest thing on everybody's cyber insurance list, probably the easiest way to get that zero trust journey started.
I would say cybersecurity in general isn't just the IT's problem, it's everyone's problem. We need to teach our people fundamental cybersecurity or security in general.
I would tell every employee, if you see something that just looks off, just send it into the team as a phishing email and have them evaluate it. You just have to train your users on what to look for.
All right, imagine that I am a cyber criminal.
How do I know that?
Because I told you I'm a cyber criminal. I'm an out-and-out cyber criminal. I'm a cyber criminal. And I say to you, what is your password? And then you say,
My password is password123, but they make us capitalize one of the letters, and I'm not going to tell you which one.
is it the P?
Oh, how do you know that? Oh, it's like a Vegas magic show. How'd you know?
I quit.
As we've heard, done right, zero trust makes security easier in the long run. So what can you do today? Start small. Pick one area and look to use tools you already own. Start with identity and then move on to other easy wins like MFA or network segmentation. Educate users on their role early and often. But whatever you do,
Understand that zero trust doesn't stop at one area. It extends into everything we do, every interaction. We can't just set, zero trust in one area and it never changes. Like, we constantly need to tweak things and update things and make sure that we're really, adhering to the concept of zero trust.
It is difficult to balance that security by kind of user experience or just employee empowerment. Spending the time to get a safe list of allowed applications and, unfortunately means you have to be more forward-looking in what your users might be getting to, but spending that time to go in and say, hey, these are the allowable, the safe applications, as well as, being much more strict from an application control perspective, right? These are the versions you're allowed, these are the types of applications, but anything beyond that, we're not going to give you access to download, and that protects you from somebody, opening you up.
What are you giving access to? How do you verify it? Not giving complicit access to everything, and truly tighten it down to where you are literally saying, no access, I need to verify complicitly. And I think once you start with that aspect of it, you'll complete your zero trust journey from there.
Hey, it's Harry Bananas, here with a pizza party. All I need is your account details.
Yeah.
No! We've been through this! There's no Harry Bananas!
Isn't he the CEO?
Get one right, and we can go home.
Technology moves so fast, it's easy to feel like you're falling behind. The Advanced Technology Center from SoftChoice and Worldwide Technology is your path to new technology skills and smarter, faster, more reliable IT decisions. Level up your team with guided learning paths and hands-on labs. Boost security readiness with competitive Capture the Flag simulations. And tap into a full library of research to help you get ahead of what's coming. Intrigued? Find out more at softchoice.com/ATC. That's softchoice.com/ATC.